Hello and welcome back to Newcastle #1 Sports Ground, right in the centre of the CBD. Well, we were calling the Women's Cup game at 11 o'clock. It was grey skies, but now, goodness gracious me, it's turned into a fine afternoon. And hopefully you're having one as well for about to present the men's Black Diamond Plate competition between Newcastle City, who are 13 wins in a row, undefeated, on top of the ladder, and Maitland Saints team, who is currently sitting in 7th spot, one game behind Terrigal with 4 wins on the board. Their last win was last week, Maitland, when they defeated Cardiff 61 points to 5. And the last time that these two sides played, just going to have a very, very quick scan through. Well, if it goes like that, we're in for a goal fest. It was 242 to 2 last time these two sides played. So let's hope Maitland can peg that score a little bit further back. Ashley Borg here with Shane Darwin. Look, the two sides on paper, there's a plethora of stars for Newcastle who've won premierships at Black Diamond Cup level, and also an Elliot Davey medalist in Mitchell Crawford, who's also won a Morris Goolagong trophy. So
yeah, well,
great pedigree.
I could say I reckon he's let himself go since he stopped playing Cup, but I'd be absolutely lying. He's a chiseled rig of a man, I tell you. He's looking very...
There's letting yourself go. If you turn the camera towards yours truly, and then there's Mitch Crawford, and I don't think the two are similar. So, proceeding start here at #1. It'll be, you're looking for Newcastle to win this quite comfortably, but Maitland hopefully will give up a fair fight. And this is Miller from Easton, and a kick to the pocket to the aforementioned Mitch Crawford. It was a joy to watch in the Cup. He's coached at the highest level. He's won premierships at the highest level in our comp. And now he leans back to get the first goal of the afternoon. There you go. Class personified.
Yes.
First goal of the game goes to Mitchell Crawford. It is 6 points to 0 early on in the contest. So strap yourselves in for this one. It's going to be a lot of free-flowing footy. Newcastle love to run and gun. We know that. Maitland want to keep it at a scrap. And we know that which style prevails in this game. It'll be one of those ones we just continue to monitor over the game. Mitchell Crawford, 436th goal of his career. He's kicked 34 goals this season in the Black Diamond Plate. So they try to move it out of the middle now through Lockie Guy. Quick hand pass back to Guy. Intercepting it through there was Arundel. Nice work, Easton. Easton out to Miller. That was the combination that hit it to Crawford. And it's same again. So it was Easton to Miller to Crawford. Crawford setting sail. And that one cut off by Inglis Jared, who should line up in the first grade game today in the Cup. Be a few players here for Maitland that'll double up this afternoon. Just see how many remains to be seen.
We're going the triple header, Ash, so they're one less than us.
Yeah, let them go. Let them go for the 3. Kick off there by Walters, running through Nowicki. He'll probably start in the next game. We know this guy will. Riley Newstead, who goes check side inside 50. Well gathered. That was by the 63 of Regan Doherty. Out here to Bacchus. Bacchus round the corner. Nice fist away. That was by Carroll. Actually, might have been Inglis. Or the Ryan variety. Tries to compete. Inglis goes to ground. Went to punch it forward. Overrunning it there was the 16 in Lowry. Hand pass forward. Ryan Inglis stands up in the tackle. Back to Lowry. Pressure's tough here from City. Nice effort to mark. Could have been a marking interference there on Hayden. Free kick will be taken by him. And he'll move the ball gently across the field to Gaston. 20-minute quarters here in the plate. Might be 22 actually. I think, 22 in the plate. Went the old show and go there, Ben Nowicki. Nowicki, not sure where to go, so he's going to go down the line. And cutting that one off there is Doherty. So Regan Doherty sending it long to the wing. Pick up and gather was clean. Nice hand pass there by Mason. Bavage dribbles one forward. Looking for Price. Gives it off there to Perry. Perry into the pocket. Crawford with the gather. Looks to do something special. Dribbles it off the ground. Nicely done. Picked up clean. That's Ruben Miller. Passage of play from Newcastle City was too hot to handle. That's 2 goals for the City Blues. 12-0.
Yeah, you said he did something classy, and he sure did. He just found Miller there. Just sort of delivered it. I mean, got a lucky bounce, but that was a class kick in.
I dare say he knew what he was doing.
Yep, 100%.
Dare say he knew what he was doing with that. That was, yeah, very intelligent indeed. And dare say he's not playing first grade by choice, not by design. That would be probably my prediction. It comes out again here from Mason. Mason driving it long. Crawford. Too classy. We could see a big goal tally here from this bloke. He's wearing a number 10, but he's listed as 13, so lucky we know who he is, eh? Lining up for his second goal this afternoon. He's dished one off. He's going for his second individual. Strike of that. Perfect. 2 for Mitch Crawford inside the first 5 minutes. Ominous signs here at number 1.
I might get a sore hand from moving my little rewind wheel for the goal replays, Ash, the way it's going.
So thanks to the sponsors here in Newcastle City, you can see on your screen in the replay.
Mitch Crawford, I think, working for Reed Law, one of the major sponsors.
Yeah, he just got entered into the profession, I think, at the middle of this year, or towards the start of the year, actually, graduate, so it's great for him. Trying to soccer it there was Bacchus. It got intercepted by Ryan Inglis inside 50. It goes. Looking to pick it up there, Moncrief. Moncrief off half-back. Long ball, looking for Hayden Kavanagh. Backed up there by a teammate who shot it across to him. Oh, hand pass back to Mason. Mason long. Looking for Crawford again. Turning his man Huey Matheson. It's that duel. Been giving Huey nightmares. Crawford, if he keeps running him around like that all afternoon.
Huey thinks, I'll just have a nice little run around plate. Ends up standing on
who else do you?
Yeah.
It's a. I guess it's a measure of who else you put on him. So on the ground it goes. Maitland try to work through here the agents through the work of Inglis. Almost said it.
I heard. Well done.
Almost said it. Stopped
well
myself. Hand pass was slick. Round the corner, Price. Well, this is as good as watching a cup side. Outstanding finish. Round the corner. Got dished a hand pass that just made it, put it on a plate for him, really. I think it might have been Crawford who dished it. Let's just have a look here at this replay. No, it was actually Ruben Miller. So Ruben Miller's scored one and given off one. Mitch Crawford scored 2 and given off one. Price has got 1. Miller's got 1. And Crawford's got the other 2. 4 straight 24 to no score. 7 minutes and 20 seconds gone. 22-minute quarters, Shane. I don't know how many we're going to see this afternoon, but it could be a lot. It's come off the umpire there. He gets himself a stat, Luke Rawnsley. Can't keep out of the action. Finesse. To the top of the 50. Good mark. Well read by Ed Hayden. Hayden now dashes away. Good kick to the pocket. Excellent closing speed there from Moncrief. Cuts it out in front of Adrian Hoffman. Hoffman, who coaches the men's cup side. Kick across the ground was impressive to Duncan. Duncan takes 1 bounce. He has 2 and he has 3. He's dashed about 60 metres. That bounce didn't really favour him. Good tackle there from Ryan Inglis to Kavanagh. Kavanagh inside 50. Over the back. Crawford read it beautifully. He was the one that judged it best. He's looking for goal number 3. Crowd were impressed behind us, Shane. His ability to just know where the ball was going to drop.
Yeah. Class player, as you say. Probably playing cup if he wanted to.
Yeah, he's still got the tools of the trade and the skill set to be able to just sit in a pocket for City in first grade, I reckon. So Mitch Crawford looking for 3. Will he go check side or will he just go the traditional drop punt? Drop punt's the preferred. Finish looked good. Umpire agrees. It's 3 for Mitch in the first quarter. Five goals for Newcastle. 5 straight. 30 points to 0. A little bit too simple at the moment for the Blues. Women's Cup. Terrigal Avoca 55, Nelson Bay 6. And that's in the third term with about 12 minutes to go as we recycle play here. English got the hand pass back to Gaston. Gaston to the middle of number 1. Comfortable mark taken there. Just back to Jared Inglis. Bit of a quarterback in the cup side, Jared. One of those players that they rely on to set up the footy. Not the worst kick to Larry, but it was just a little bit too high. Overrunning it, there was no icky. The City train continues to roll as the hand pass there from Bavage. Out to Bacchus. Over the top, Crawford. Looking to turn Matheson. Crawford will be first to the ball. He could go around the corner. Dished off a handball that was a little bit loose. Ends up with Morrow. Hand pass out. Round the body kick. Not bad. Not bad at all. Finish on point. It's another goal to City. Well, it was either Moncrief or Ruben Miller. I'm just trying to pick up who that might have been. Get a perfect opportunity now to do so. I think it was 25, Alexander Moncrief.
Well, not blotting the copybook. They're 6 straight now. Very
36-0. It's accurate finishing.
It is.
It's efficient disposal. And it's just pinpoint accuracy everywhere around the ground. They don't miss. And this is second grade. Free kick about 80 metres off the ball then from the umpire. Can't pay holding the ball if you're not in control. That's just a rule of umpiring, but I guess we don't follow those anymore. Everyone pays everything. In the centre of the ground we go through Babbage. Crawford's right at the back here. Nearly taking the mark. That was Moncrief. Tap back, Crawford. Hand pass to Easton. Easton tried to pick it up. Good work there from Maitland to spoil the party, trying to get it. There was hassle from Maitland. Moncrief shot it out. Round the body. And that's Isaac Walters in the last line of defence. Tries to get it out of danger. Inglis. Pick up was clean. Needs to keep it in. That was in Inglis. That was Cunningham. Picked up was clean and gave it to Duncan, who had it smothered by Carroll. This is no wiki. Looking to go central. Hoffman's in the clear here. They go to him. It's a good kick. Hoffman drops the mark. Tries to take on the opponent. Nicely done. Socket off the deck by Carroll. Moncrief in the last line of defence. And a specky. Nicely taken, Perry. Rode the shoulders of Carroll beautifully. Did that extremely well. Inglis sends it to the top of the arc. Nearly taken the mark there, Anderson. City working are out of here from half-back. Kick long was excellent to Price. Took it on the chest in front of Walters. Crawford leading to the back. Well taken. He's going to dribble this through for 4. I think it's going to be a free kick. There you go.
Crowd not agreeing.
Say less. Well, I only umpired 350 first grade games. I wouldn't have paid it, but anyhow. What would I know? Ball out there to Gaston. Oh, just marvel every week as it comes out the back here to Meeson. Meeson's played a good first term. Chipped over the top to Babbage, who's been handy. Oh, there's two players that can raffle at Crawford. One of them. They want to see a torp. They want to see the big torp. Well, he was in his earlier days, Shane. I believe he was trying out for punting in the NFL. So
yeah, I think he spent some time over there. From memory,
spent some time in the US for the punting games. Let's see if he can put one on for us here. Needs to come back. Not quite. Here's your first blemish of the afternoon in the scoreboard.
Bit sloppy by Crawford.
Don't know, he just needs to do better. 6-1 with 3 straight, and should add 4, to be fair. Should have been 4 straight. But let's not dwell on the past. Matheson goes long. Walters at the back here. Could spoil Meeson. Oh, Walters is down too. Goodness, I think he's gone over on his ankle, has he? They don't need an injury today, Maitland, that's for sure. We've given that last goal. They gave that last goal to Max New, number 29.
It was a 20. It had a 2 in it, but it was hard to see.
Yeah. Round from Basham. Effort there for Newcastle. Strolling through. Cody Easton with the finish. Nicely done. Read it best off the pack, picked it up cleanly and stroked it in between the goals. So we're going to go with Max New. Might take that one out. Have a look at the replay here.
Clever little tap over the head there. Allowed play to open up, and Easton just ran into that one. The easiest of goals he'll get for a while, I'd suggest.
We can't be too critical of the Saints. They've turned up them, having a big go. I know that. We know this. This is a definite. Putting themselves on the line, having a go. Killarney Vale leading Cardiff in the Women's Cup early, 15 points to 0. To early scoreline there from Pasterfield Oval. But Jacob Finlay's just turned up for City. He'd be one of the early favourites for the Elliot Davey medal, I reckon.
Yep, indeed.
In the final Wednesday before grand final day. Mind you, we don't have any access to any votes or any knowledge of what the umpires pick. They're the ones that select the award, which has been a time-honoured tradition in most leagues to have the umpires pick best and fairest.
He certainly looked impressive when we've seen him play, that's for sure.
He's been awesome. Newstead to Gaston. Gaston inside 50. High fly they went there from Jurgens. Round the corner. Good effort. First score, Maitland, for them. Good to see them on the board. Pretty sure that was the number 15 of Jet Aspinall there that had a shot. 7 goals the margin even. 43 points to 1. City against Maitland. Hope you're enjoying the action here from Number 1 Sports Ground on AFL HCC YouTube page, courtesy of The Scene Productions. Good effort here from Maitland. They put it inside 50. Dribble it to Jurgens. Jurgens with Moncrief on the hammer. Backing across there to Anderson, who dragged it across his body and looking for the chaos ball. Hand pass over the top there was Hoff. Try to get it there was Edwards. And here go Newcastle City. They shift it sideways and now down the line. Might be Price here. It is, actually, it's New who kicked one of their goals this afternoon to Crawford, who had it spoiled away really well from Matheson. Punts the ball long over the head of Perry. Work to do there. Lockie Guy did well. Nice crash and bash there from Holmes. Free kick there, said the umpire. I'm not sure if he even knows where the free kick's going. Maitland player was steaming away. Jed Gaston, he thought he'd had a paddock, but the umpire said you got to bring it back. And if the free kick's going to Newcastle, everyone's running the wrong way.
Yeah.
Even the City players going the wrong way. New goes over the top. Kicks it straight to an opponent. Ends up in the hands of Nowicki. Hand pass back to his teammate. Pretty sure that was Anderson. Turns the footy over to Doherty, who's been pretty good at the half-back line. Tries to chip over the top. Mark dropped Gaston. Recovers. Good shepherding pressure there by his teammates. Oh, that's a carefully orchestrated football to Newstead. Could have put him under the pump. Bacchus could have gone a little bit harder, but just sort of backed away at the last second. Nice chip across to Carroll. Guy's got himself in a bit of space. If they want to just retain possession, they do. Hand pass maybe to Cunningham. No, Guy says just go long, fellas. It's the best chance we've got. Hold the footy up and frustrate City is probably the plan. It's a ball of about 40 metres. Newstead tried to get it. Easton did well. Hand pass over. Edwards, Oscar couldn't get it. Doherty tried to retrieve the footy. Nicely picked up there by Lowry. Maitland trying to get their first goal of the afternoon. Hand pass Vanessa into open space. Easton put the head down and had a lot of courage. Could have been attacked from either side. Good work there from Ed Hayden, who's played well. Bumped his own teammate in the head there in AJ Cunningham. Over the back, Bacchus. Looking to try and get it here, Miller. Tidy work here from Maitland and a chip over the top to Anderson. So they did well enough there, the Maitland defence. Closing effort. Almost in on Inglis. Basham almost got him. Streaking off halfback here, Matheson. Hand pass was intelligent and genius, but just not quite. Almost an accidental handball there to Newstead. Over the top, back to Newstead. Cross there, back to Nowicki. Senior players trying to play a role. And play on, said the umpire, as that ball was slung out. This is Bacchus Jules. Over the top. Nicely turned there by Mark Morrow. Morrow streaking inside 50. Round the corner. This is Max New. New put one in there earlier. Back to Miller, who just couldn't connect with the hand pass. Miller, chip over the top. And a mark's taken there by Kavanagh. Not far enough, said the umpire. Maitland are going to get out of trouble here through the advantage of Anderson. Chipping ball, Lowry. It's hard to do, Shane, I can tell you.
You've done well, mate.
It's a word that I like using. I've been stopped from using it. Over the top ball. Good intercepting effort there by City. In the hands of Walters, who went down earlier with an ankle but recovered well. Nice work there by... Actually, that was the 36. It is Walters. The ball's intercepted by Moncrief, who's playing off halfback. This one goes out to Babbage. Player with a ton of space is Easton. He'll just keep running all afternoon. A ball over the top was intelligent. Pretty sure this is Miller. Yeah, it is. It's Ruben Miller in the 35. So he's got one. He got one from inside the square off a really intelligent dribble kick from Mitch Crawford. He's got one here from 40. Let's see how straight he is this time. Mark before the line, is it? I think he's got the mark, actually. The mark should be paid if it's inside play.
Yeah, it's definitely inside when I'm zoomed in.
Oh, this will test the skills. I think this is Hayden Kavanagh. It's Hayden Kavanagh. He can't go sideways. He can go round the corner, but he can't go sideways. This is going to test his abilities. So he got it, has he? Oh, that was easy. Great finish. Excellent finish to the end of the first term. Newcastle City went on a blitz in the first 10 or 15 minutes. Maitland steadied. And Newcastle have finished off the quarter with a goal. 8-1, 49 to 1 behind. Mitchell Crawford starring in the first term with 3 goals. Shane and I will be back after the first quarter break with all the action of quarter number 2 here at Number 1 Sports Ground. Number 1 Sports Ground, picturesque here today, right in the heart of Newcastle CBD. AFL Hunter Central Coast YouTube page. Black Diamond Plate, one of the rare games we get to cover in this level of comp. This is the second tier level competition in Newcastle Central Coast, often referred to as reserve grade. We used to have that at one point here in the old Black Diamond Cup. They used to call it the Black Diamond Cup and then the Black Diamond Reserve grade. And even back in the day before I came to this region, you had to have a reserves and an under-19 side to score full points in the Black Diamond Cup. A lot of history in this competition. But nonetheless, Newcastle City having it their own way at this point in the plate. 49 points to 1 against 7th place Maitland as Bacchus looks to get the first touch. Good tackle there from Cunningham, tried to put him down and continued the pressure. They go to ground here, Maitland. Umpire's going to pull a free kick, and it's going to the Saints. How an umpire that's 2 metres away doesn't see it, and a bloke 40 metres away sees it, still baffles me. Shouldn't be picking those up unless you're obvious. Cunningham with the mark here for Maitland. Down the ground they play it to Newstead. Newstead called to play on, not sure why, must have been touched off hands. Umpire's just looking around for someone to throw the ball up for here, I think. Contest they go. To ground it works. Nowicki couldn't get there. Newcastle moving it swiftly. Sidestep was good there from Duncan. They look to drive it down the line. Nearly cut off there by Anderson. He's played well for Maitland. Meeson just tried to stop and prop. And once again, the umpire on the far side of the field's interfering with the umpire that is in control. Just one of those aspects of our game where the umpiring, just you've got to just let your mate, trust your mate, even if he is a club umpire, let him umpire the game. It's why he's out there. Bacchus. Chipped in board. Nicely cut off by Jurgens. Did well. It's been pretty lively in the forward line. Created a good target for Maitland. Gaston. Called to play on, wasn't far enough. Bumped off Easton. Guy back to Gaston. Ball inside 50. This is going to create a little bit of havoc here for Newcastle. Moncrief didn't get the best of hand passes, but he made it work. That ball over the top to Arundel was very good. Arundel shifts it, and it's 4 raffle it here. Basham. Basham can travel. It's going to get a shepherd from Bacchus. Basham to the top of the 50. Kick was accurate to Miller. Miller over the top and couldn't take the mark. Should have been marking interference. Not sure where the other umpire didn't pay it, but free kick's going to be paid to Maitland there to Matheson. That's one the other umpire can interfere with because it was clear and obvious. Play on, says the ump. Chase was good from Duncan. Miller takes a clean grab. Miller. Almost played on, chipped it over the top, and a comfortable mark taken indeed. Inside 50. So Newcastle lining up for their first goal of the second quarter. This one's to the advantage of Mark Morrow, who had a nice little turn in that first quarter where he was able to get his man going forward of the ball and turned him nicely. Mark Morrow hasn't got a major this afternoon. He's looking to get one and strikes it nicely. That's the first goal of the second quarter to Newcastle after an 8-goal burst in the first. They've taken just over 3.5 minutes to get their first of the second quarter. It's 9 goals, 155 to 1 behind. And Shane doing about 3 or 4 things at once here, queuing up replays, setting up the stream at Terrigal. Operating the camera. Who says he can't do it all? Next he'll be getting kicks for the other team, the City and Maitland. He'll run on the field and get a kick for them as well. To the air they go. Good tap down there to Rundle. Nicely worked through. Both sides trying to get this footy. Walters, hand pass was effective. Got to the outside to Cunningham. Pressure was effective from the Newcastle side. Hand pass went across to Hoffman, who just let him down at the wrong time. Moncrief got the hand pass across, and City are going to get out of trouble. Good switch in ball tomorrow. There's another player on the outside. It's that constant moving sideways, which is just getting Maitland undone every time as Price. I'm not sure what happened there, but he just got let down by the ground, I'd say. Good effort there, Maitland, to try and clear. Could be a hold there. Free kick Anderson. He's going to take advantage, and off he goes. Sending it to the top of the 50. This is better from the Saints. Can they build and get a shot on target here? Nice effort there, Anderson. Good effort from Bacchus to spoil. Defence was solid from Vaness. Went over to Meeson. Meeson's got so much time on his hands to steady on the ground and deliver a fine pass to Price. Price on the far side of the field. Driving it. Spoil was effective there from Hayden. Miller goes over the top. And mark taken inside 50, Duncan. Crawford's having a bit of a spell on the bench. Might be about to come back on now, Mitch Crawford. See if he can light up number one again.
He was good that first quarter, Ash, wasn't he?
He was good. Shane's back from his production duties over at Hilton Moore. Quick drive down the road for you there,
mate,
Shane.
Love the M3 trip on a Saturday arvo.
Mitch Crawford about to come back on. Duncan to strike it. And misses to the left-hand side as we are looking at it. So 9-2, 56-2 behind. 6 minutes on the clock in quarter number 2. This game being reduced to a 16-a-side game. I wouldn't say reduced. I think it's just been reconfigured is probably the best way to put it due to the numbers from both sides. Newcastle City and Maitland agreed before the match to have 2 teams of 16 with 3 on the bench, and I think that's a great thing for footy. Zinglis takes this about 35 metres from his own goal line. Tries to send long. This is a good kick. It's over the back here if Hoffman can pick it up. Nice work there, Adrian Hoffman. Looks inboard, checked outside, chipped over the top. Running play there was Dowling. And it was intercepted again here from Newcastle. Hoffman chasing. This is good pressure from him. Bump was good there on Duncan. Tried to work through. But sometimes when it's 1 on 2 or 3, the numbers just prove too much. Comes over the top to Arundel. Arundel's use of the football's always been quite ingenious in this game. Couldn't quite get there that time to Jared Inglis. English rushed it onto the boot. Easton got a hand to it. Lockie Guy tried to put the pressure on. Just over the top football there to Price. Price has been very effective in this game, and his ball was intelligent over the top to New. Max New, who's got one already this afternoon. Snap around the body in the middle of the first term. First of those 8 really quick in succession goals. So Max New. Seven individual goal scorers, 1 with 3. That's Mitch Crawford. Max New from about 45. He runs very close to the man on the mark. Sends it deep. And it's marked in the goal square. Maitland did well. This is Inglis. English with the switch. Cunningham. They look pretty sound with it in their hands, Maitland. It's just getting it in their hands. That's a good kick over the top to Guy. Hoffman's at the back. He read it best. He's got a player on the left-hand side in Goldfinch. Couldn't quite get it to him. The tap-on was effective. Hoffman tried to run on. Newcastle sat back and defended with real purpose and intelligence as Easton gets the hand pass back to Edwards, who won a 6 strings brewery voucher with us early in the season for his performance against Killarney Vale. That was to Ruben Miller, and Miller to Crawford. I think Crawford's going to do this business today, Shane, where he just comes on for 10 minutes, goes bang, 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 and then he just sits down for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, well, good on him too if he can.
Yeah, you'd love to be able to do it. You'd love to be able to be in a side where you can do it as well. There's Crawford lining up for goal number 4. This is for 37 on the season in the plate. Looks all right. It's goal 4 for Crawford. Elliot Davey medalist and Morris Goolagong Trophy winner. He's got 37 goals in the Black Diamond Plate this season.
His cup teammates must have gone inside of the rooms. They're a bit quieter now. They were cheering him on that first bit.
They're all going in to get strapped. You can see Jack Woodham's over on the bench there. His old man's giving him a little bit of strapping there to try and help him out. Ruben Miller, well, before today, Mitch Crawford's got 4 goals today. That puts him on 32 goals for the Plate. Max New's got 1. He's on 32 for the Plate. And Ruben Miller's got 1. He's in front of the Plate, goal kicking with 33, Shane. So
there we go.
City in the top 3. This would be very interesting, actually. Here's a storyline for you. Who's on top of the goal kicking at the end of the round? They might even know this too. There's Edwards. Drives it inside 50. Tap down was good there from Carroll. That was almost thrown out to Miller. Miller short. I think they've spotted the throw. No, umpire spotted something else. And this will be a free kick to the Newcastle City side. Ball caressed into the pocket. Pretty sure this is Max New. And if it is, he's going to kick for goal number 33, which will tie him up with Ruben Miller on the goal kicking tally for the Black Diamond Shield. Plate competition, my mistake there, sorry. See Riley Newstead on the bench. No one wants to take Ruben Miller on by the look of it here, Shane. They're getting behinds at the wrong time. This is Joseph Miller here. He was on the team sheet today, Joseph Miller, but he's just casually walking up the steps with his kids. He's had the week off. Max Quinlan won't be featuring today in the Black Diamond Cup side.
Out injured, or what's wrong with Max?
Yeah, not sure. He just said he's having a week off.
Okay.
Not a bad week to have off, actually, as Max New gets advantage. Inside the top 50 it goes. Chipped over to Mason. This is Miller. He can pretty much just walk it over. It's goal 34. Ruben Miller extends the lead at the top of the goal-keeping tally with his second. He's got 34 goals this season. Max New 32, Mitch Crawford 32. Well, in this game, it's 11-3, 69 to 1 behind. 12 minutes remaining in, 10 minutes remaining in the second term. You can see the replay. All too easy there for Newcastle as they just drive it long, and whenever they turn on the speed, Shane, it's just a bit too much. So to the middle they go. Guy in the ruck, he's tried really hard against Easton, who played it. Well rove there by Basham, who sharked it. Driving it forward to Crawford. That was Price to Miller, who sent it in. Over the top. This is Hayden Kavanagh, check side. Hitting the post. Oh. Tried to screw it around on the check side kick, just hit the post. It was well thought out. Just didn't quite hit it on the run. Matheson. There's a barrel. We love seeing those at the footy. Over the back was Cunningham. Bacchus tapped it to his own advantage. Walters spoiled him. Good tackle there, Moncrief on Cunningham. Should be a hold. And I'd say Cunningham's going to get the free kick for Maitland. No, it's going to be Moncrief for the hold. Other way around. Ball inside 50. Miller running onto it. Ruben from the pocket. Miller from the pocket. Oh, that was close. I reckon Joseph would have kicked it. Out on the full, he says. I love it. 71 to 1. Working hard here, Maitland, to try and get it out of danger. Carroll, really good player at this level for Maitland. Unfortunately, just chipped it straight to Moncrief again. They try to play it around. This is Easton. Short ball. That wouldn't have been far enough. And strolling in Morrow. Morrow gets 2. And And this man could do it all, Shane Darwin. He's going to queue up a replay whilst trying to get something moving at Terrigal whilst getting the camera on it. Lucky to have him on the scene, that's for sure. I work with some very good camera operators, but this guy is number one by a mile. Here's your replay queued up, 12.577. We'll just update the scoreboard in a sec. When he's ready, it'll be 77 points to 1. Umpires paid a free. It'll go to Maitland, go to Newcastle. Actually, I thought he was pointing the other way, but to Maitland it goes. Over the top to Kavanagh. That's unselfish. They're just using their teammates wisely to Price, who's got 1 today. He'll look to get 2. A few players exchanging a few handshakes there. A few high fives. Max New comes back on. Arundel's back on. He's been handy for Newcastle. Just controlling the play in the back line. Sam Price looking to go for goal number 2 this afternoon. Puts it to the left-hand side. That might not have carried all the way either. Mark taken on the goal line. Dangerous. Anderson.
Very minimal breeze here today too there. One, I think, just carried to the left because he kicked it to the left.
Yeah, he tried to play for the breeze, didn't he? That's 2 or 3 kicks in a row here for Maitland untouched. It's good to see. Inglis puts his teammate under a little bit of pressure here in Goldfinch. And the tackle was just very, very good. Gripped on for dear life, Dominic Meeson. And the free kick goes to him. Excellent play. Meeson just about to the top of the 50. Good mark there, Max New. He's been solid today. You can see why he's at the top of the goal kicking list, and he centres the ball disciplined to Bavage. This one's over the top. Crawford tried to turn Matheson, but Matheson's got a little bit too much experience for that. And that one's over the boundary line and out of play. 5 minutes remaining until the first half is over here in the Black Diamond men's plate. Try and give you a couple of scores from other key games around the grounds at halftime. Tap down was good. Bavage just couldn't quite keep it in. Terrigal Avoca 75, Nelson Bay 12. That's the end of that game. Did Isabel Arms get 5? She did. She's kicked 4 goals in her career and she's got 5 today.
Gee whiz.
Not a bad effort from her.
Many goals from Gillies. She's sort of
no,
up there on the table. So
don't have her down for one today.
Right, there we go.
That ball's centred. Not too bad. Walters has played a good role for Maitland. Pretty much threw that out there to Adrian Hoffman. Couldn't get it to Newstead. Well done there, Bavage. Round the corner kick. Bounce was awkward. Oh, this is going to be a wonderful snap. Mark Morrow kicked the last 2 goals. And that one was the best of the 3. We'll see that on the replay in a sec. It's well-controlled possession. And the rushed ball, the kick in, just bounced awkwardly on its point. Went over the top of the defender there in bowling and just made his judgment look worse than what it is. I actually thought he judged it well for mine.
Yeah, no, that bounce was a shocker for him.
It's a shocker. Gillies didn't even play today.
There we go. All
Isabel Arms has played 75 games in her life and kicked 2 goals before today's game. Kicked 7 goals before today's game. Kicked 5 today.
Well, Mia Wilson's out at Pasterfield. Have we got a score there? And how many goals has she got?
See if we can get a Pasterfield score in a sec as Walters gives it out to Inglis. Turned over ball. Hands of Arundel. Here goes Bacchus streaming through. Back to Walters. Oh, Bacchus goes bang. Gives away the free. And Walters will take the free. As I said, he's been quite serviceable for Maitland this afternoon. Without any luck. Bouncing off the chest there of Doherty it goes. He stayed tall and stayed outside, got the kick, smothered there by Hayden. Maitland put the pressure on here in defence, in the attack. Edwards switches it wide to the advantage of Vanessa. And that one might be out of bounds, and the umpire has paid that one as a lasso. Second quarter between Cardiff and Killarney Vale in the Women's Cup. It's 34-1 to Killarney Vale. Mia Wilson has one, but it doesn't mean she hasn't got more because they gave the first three to team stats, so they may not have known. So she's got one. That's a given. They might have just worked out how to put goals on there. So unless we're there, we don't quite know. This ball's deep inside 50 here for Maitland. They're threatening. Newcastle's defence having to work. Bacchus to Edwards. And that kick intercepted by Newstead. Newstead's got the ability here to make something happen. He's a high-quality cup footballer. Not a bad pass in, but it's cut off by Price. There was no one there for Maitland to take the grab. Stroked a beautiful pass to New. And there's players in space here for Newcastle who are just running. Hand pass over the top, Morrow. Shoots it to Duncan. Duncan with Crawford at the back. Let's see him work some magic image. Crawford. Left foot, snap.
Oh.
Beautifully cut off on the line by Jared Inglis. Would have been one from the top draw for Mitch Crawford as Carroll takes the mark. It bounces off Miller. Was intended for Hassel. Over the boundary line it goes. Minute to go in this first half. 4 goals to Mitch Crawford, 3 to Mark Morrow, all in this quarter. 2 to Miller. Singles to Easton, Price, Kavanagh and New. As Basham looks for Price. Price could go round the corner. Hand pass over the top. Looking for Morrow for 4 in the quarter. Yes, sirree. Great finish. 4 for the quarter, Mark Morrow. One of the best quarters he'll ever have, I'd suggest, Shane.
It's a pretty handy little afternoon's effort.
You can go off the ground and enjoy the bench, I reckon, for the rest of the game. 4 goals would be a top return. 14-5-89 to 1 behind. And that was a good finish. Unselfish from Price in the end. Bounced off Inglis, who's a tough opponent. Finished well. And to be fair to some of these Maitland boys, they've got to play 2 games today, so a couple of them will be just trying to work their way into this game and out of this game and get into the cup game. So half-time here at number 1 Sports Ground. The score at half-time should be 14 goals, 5.89 to 1 behind. Crawford and Morrow have 4 goals apiece for the side in front. Maitland continue to work hard. We'll come back after the extended break and see if Maitland can put some more scores on the board and see how much damage City can do to this scoreline.
Welcome, Bish, and welcome, Jack. Sorry for the huge roundup. You're 2 absolute superstars and legends of the comp. Firstly, fellas, might start with you, Chris. How'd you get into footy in the first place, mate? It's been a huge career for you.
Yeah, I'm a WA boy. I moved over New South Wales when I was about 15. Then, I haven't stopped since. Now I'm 43 and still trying to get a kick.
Brilliant, mate. And Jack, 2013, I think I said there, mate. My memory gets older, mate. You're 43, Chris. I'm nearly 50, mate. The memory starts to fade a little bit. But Jack, mate, how'd you get into footy?
Same sort of thing. Been playing since 4 or 5, I think. And then, obviously with Dad being a pretty influential part of the club, kind of just followed suit and just been Terrigal Panther since then, really. Just love it.
No. Yeah, brilliant, mate. And, I don't like sort of saying following in the footsteps of his dad, but, your old man Spoons was a really handy player for Terrigal Avoca. I remember him very well. Mate, you've got a wonderful coach here in Bish, Jack, and he's been around for a very long time, mate. I know what the club said about him on the Instagram page during the week. It was a beautiful tribute, those 3 posts, mate. What makes Chris such a special coach in your mind?
There's a fair few things, but I think the main one is his ability to galvanise and create relationships. Like, I think especially finding an identity as a football club, being like that big family focus that we have is a testament to what he's been able to do. I think along the way, there's obviously been so many different characters and so many different people, but they all have the same kind of thought process about him, creating that family and feeling like you can go and talk to him. You know what I mean? He's just the best mate, and being able to do that. And I wouldn't say there's heaps of coaches that obviously can be your best mate, but he does it, but also has such a strong leadership quality as well. So it's get the best of both worlds really with him.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Chris, what defines, if you had to sum up, and it'd be really tough given you've done it for a long time, what sums up your coaching philosophy?
I think Grim probably nailed it. It's bringing a group of players together from different backgrounds, and we obviously all love the sport, but trying to get different kids from different backgrounds all to connect and making sure that we put our best foot forward each week's been my main objective, and we've done that pretty well over the years, and that's what I love about it. That's why I'm still involved, is the connections and the people I get to be part of.
No, brilliant, mate. It's been, I wouldn't say it's a difficult year for you. I mean, you're third on the ladder at the moment. It's been difficult from the personnel point of view. You've had a fair few out this year. A lot of unfortunate circumstances as well. Can you talk to the podcast briefly, either of you really, about what sort of bad luck you've been through, and if you're expecting a few of the boys coming back soon? I know Billow's definitely done, but yeah, guys like Sneaky Miller and that, how are they going?
Yeah, we should start to get a few back now. I think every club goes for it. We've been pretty lucky in years gone past to get our team back on the park when it matters. Coming off a grand final, the motivation for some not to return always was going to happen. So, look, we said at the start of the year, we'll blood these kids. And I think each week we've been playing with about 17-year-olds. So, the future's bright. And as you said, we're third and we're in it to win it. So we're not just going to make the numbers. We'll get moving in the next month, we hope.
Nah, Brian and Jack, mate, who are some of the young guns in the club that are coming through? I've got a bit of a namesake, I think, that's playing quite well for the Panthers at the moment in Ruben.
Rubes has played a few. He's played a couple. I think Taji's probably been the most locked in there. To be honest, he's probably made his locked his position with his ability, with his speed on that wing and forward line, very dangerous. Speed kills. So he's very good. And we've had a couple others like Tyrone, Ewan, and then we also had Raz, Ruben's brother, play the last 2 weeks, and he's been a bit of a revelation in there too, which has been good. I bet Sneaky would be happy about that because it gives him a little bit more of a break. So, it's pretty crazy, the massive turnover, and to still be fighting in that top three is pretty good to see. It just shows the caliber of player that we have coming through at Terrigal. Very lucky.
Yeah, I actually think it's a real credit to you. When we saw you at Warners Bay, that was a real challenge, and they served it up to you. But goodness, you guys showed so much heart that afternoon to come home with the chocolates. Chris, what are the challenges, I guess, when you've got so many players to turn over and you're bringing in so many every year and you're blooding youngsters? What's the very first thing, I guess, that you think of as a coach to bring the people together?
Yeah, well, I guess not many people know we're restricted with points, so it's very hard for us to bring any new talent in. So it's been from day one is we've had to look and nourish the kids and make sure they're developing. So, we bring them in, they train with us, the 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds. So we're one big squad. And I guess our biggest thing is there's no first grade or second grade. It's one squad. So everyone needs to be on the same page and ready to go. So if we do have injuries, I guess the guys coming through know exactly what's expected and make sure we stay at the standard.
No, it's excellent, mate. And Jack, you've, as I said, you've been around for ages, and you're pretty much the staple, the mainstay midfielder of the competition, really. But what motivates you week in, week out to keep going and doing the things you do, mate? Because, as I said, you're one of the hardest players I've seen ever.
It always gets harder as you get older, I guess, too, though, with the body. But I don't know, and I think one of the guys I played on last weekend said it to me. He was like, you must. I'd hate to be around you when you lose, and it's true. I just don't like losing. And to be honest, like in our regular lives, I know I just don't. You don't get as much like footy. Just gives you that competitive nature to be kind of put yourself out there on a page, almost like, and kind of just do you. Especially AFL, it's such a free flowing sport. You kind of get to be and do what you want to do on there. And I guess that kind of gets me up every single week. Like, I just love being out there playing. You come against different sides. It changes every single time you play against different teams. And I just love that nature of it. Plus getting a win and being in the change rooms afterwards with your mates is pretty good too.
That's why he's our captain. He's the most competitive person I've ever come across. The amount of times at training I've got to pull him off the other boys. But that's why we love him. It's I think a competitor's born in you, and Jack's got it with spades. He leads from the front from the get-go. That's why we love him.
Yeah, refuse. I think I've said before to people that I speak to, and when your name comes up, Jack, it's 3 words define you in my book: refuse to lose. And I think you embody that every time you take the footy field. Whether I've been on the field with you as an umpire or seen you in a broadcast sense, mate, it's wonderful to watch you play every week. Look, fellas, it's been wonderful to chat to you. I guess the last thing I'll ask you, what are some of the greatest memories? I know it's hard to do when you have so many games. What are some of the best memories of playing for Terrigal? It's a wonderful club, and you guys have helped make that happen in its proud history. What are some of the memories you've got of the club that stand out that aren't premierships?
Oh, it's the bus trips. There's nothing better coming from Newcastle. That people don't understand. We've never got to play a grand final, on our home deck. So we've had to travel every time for a final, and to get on a bus after a win. You can't go into too much details, but there's singing, there's nudie, there's beers. It's good fun.
No, yeah.
Yourself, mate?
I second that. Oh, yeah. They're just the best things usually. But I don't know. I remember there's a few games, especially when I was younger, in wet weather games, and playing with some of the characters, especially that you get down in your reserve grades. I just love the grittiness of it. Like, it was just always a fun, and like being around those people and having, great memories with them is probably, kind of shaped me into enjoying it more. Like, you come from juniors and then you come up to seniors, and it's just like, it's a completely different world. And I think we lose a lot of kids from programs, but if they just get in there and are able to play, they can just see how amazing of an experience it is. So, usually, I'm the buses as well, but I do love playing in those gritty games in the rain too. Some of those really made me into a man I am today, really.
Brant.
Back to third quarter action here for the Black Diamond men's plate. Scoreline 89 points to 1. Ashley Borg here, Shane Dowan, as Hugh Matheson goes up in the ruck. Just worked hard at halftime. Shane didn't get much of a break. Had to try and get the stream up at Terrigal as well. So just hopefully he's had enough of a small enough break to try and get himself back up and about.
I'm all good, mate. All good.
Excellent. Never stops. Jared English tried to win the possession. I reckon that's holding the ball. Good decision there by the ump, as Morrow, who's kicked 4 in the second term, takes this, sends it, looking for Price, bumps into 2 players there for Maitland. Hand pass out. Babbage tried to get the football. Well done there from the Saints. That was by Hayden. Hand pass to Jurgens, and they clear the danger, getting it 2 half back, but it's about as far as they get it without pressure. City taking over. Kick was okay to Bacchus, but he put it down under duress. The umpire will say, I'll have it. 22-minute quarters here in the Black Diamond plate. Third term it is. Newcastle City leaded by 88. Streaking away here is Duncan. Duncan goes very long, and a handy mark taken by Max New. Max New can tie up.
No,
Actually,
he's,
can
the umpire's
one be on? No, he's given it away, is he?
No, the umpire's just made him go back. He wanted to play on.
No, he can't play on after a mark like that. Goodness. See, Luke Rawnsley's been watching enough of the experts in action to get that decision very right, because a lot of clubbies would have just said play on goal. Max New looking to Stevie J this off the left. I think he's got that. A sound finish. New has 2. That goal-kicking race in a Black Diamond plate heats up. 15-5-95 to 1 behind. Let's see the quality of this finish from Max New. It's not easy. Can say that with a high degree of confidence. Not easy to kick a goal from that spot and have the composure to kick it. So according to Play HQ, or Play AFL, Ruben Miller has 32 goals. To add to the 2's 34. Max New's got 31 at the start of the day. Add 2 to it, that's 33. Mitchell Crawford has 4, add 28, that's 32. So we've got 34, 33, 32 for the City Blues plate team. Well worked there by Hayden. He's been one of the better players for Maitland. Spoil was effective there by Holmes. Bacchus kicked it into the player. Chasing well, bowling. Kicking wide. Sound clean mark taken there by Newcastle. Centre wing they are. Almost on the centre wing line is Duncan. Duncan, ball over the top was intelligent. Pretty sure this is Meeson. Sends it long. New went over the back, couldn't mark it. Ruben Miller went around the corner. And Kavanagh saw it over the line. Have one more game left after this one, and a quarter after this one too, in the plate. We've got the men's cup between these two sides. It's top and bottom. See how competitive Maitland are today as Ruben Miller threads the needle. There's a goal for him. Extends the lead at the top of the goal kicking. He's got 3 and 35 for the season.
Looked a little bit like Moses parting the seas there, wasn't it? As he just ran through and it opened up for him, and it took what was a relatively easy goal in the end.
It literally just opened up for him. So he's got 35 for the year. Max New has 33 for the year. Mitch Crawford has 32 for the year. Wonder when you'd last see a goal kicking tally with the top 3 are from the same side. Be a rare event. Maybe the Wyong 1986 Premiership, the Killarney Vale 1986 Premiership side. Driven deep inside 50 there for Bacchus. Miller over the top. And the mark taken by New. Might be New's turn to have a go at the goals here in this quarter. They seem to be raffling it around. It's Mitch Crawford in the first term. who's on the bench at the moment. Then it was Miller and Morrow. Now it's Max New's turn. He's got 2. This will bring back the margin in the plate. Goal kicking to 2. 33 goals on the season. He's got 2 this afternoon. Looking for his 3rd. Kicks truly. 3 for New. 33 on the year. Sorry, 34 on the year. Trims back the margin to 1. Margin in the match, 106. Replay just shows you how easily he did it.
I never like to go the early call, but I'm going to call this one, I think. City have got this game, Ash.
Maitland have got a fair few that are playing 2 games this afternoon. And you can see a few on the bench there. Cunningham, I believe he's going to take the field. Lockie Guy's going to take the field in the seniors as well in the cup. Just about player preservation at the moment. Goldfinch on the bench. City just doing as they please here at number 1. Perry taking the mark. Centre and kick was not too bad to Babbage, but it went over his head. It'll make him do some work though. Bounced off bowling and then went wide. Space is very much on here for Vaness. Goes over the top. New again. That kick is right in his wheelhouse. He's the tallest player in the forward line. He goes round the body and misses. I think he celebrated too. The umpire said, no, you don't.
Well, should have gone back and kicked the set shot.
Should have gone back and kicked the set shot. If that's the difference between winning the plate goal kicking and finishing second, you got it on camera, Max. Go back and kick a set shot. From the goal-kicking expert, Shane and Borgie.
Yeah, with a total of 3 between us. I think you've got 2, I've got 1, haven't you?
I kicked 2 in my life,
I've got 1, so there you go.
I kicked 1 at this ground. There you go, against Newcastle Civ for Singo.
Northern end of Riverton Oval in Riverton, South Australia was my goal.
Beautiful. We
remember
love
it well.
Love it. Over the back, Edwards. Hand pass there to Basham. Meeson. Inside to Duncan. He's been a bit more industrious this term. Duncan. Set sail, could go right over the top.
Oh, wow.
Great finish. James Duncan gets his first, and he adds to the tally of goal scorers here this afternoon for Newcastle City.
Almost like he was channeling his inner Sarah Haviland on that one.
Yeah, that was a good goal. 8 individual goal scorers. We got 2 with 4, 2 with 3, and 4 singles.
I reckon Havo kicked her first one from around that exact spot.
I think we may have lost power in this old monitor here, Shane, but that's okay, mate.
There's another battery just down there.
Did well to get.
Or you might want to save your battery for cup. Your
let's
choice.
Let's save it for the cup match, I reckon. I don't usually use the monitor, more for the replays. Well done there, Cunningham. Got it out of the middle. Sends it high. Hoffman stayed off, just tried to wait for the drop mark. Moncrief back to Doherty. Miller in the middle. Looked like he's read it best in front of Anderson. Pick up was clean. He's going to go over the top to Duncan, who needs to go in between 2. Good fist away there, Anderson. Actually, Inglis. Duncan tries to beat his opponent. Did well. The opponent was Hayden, and Hayden was too good. Kick over the top, Cunningham. Down the line, Hoffman. Can he hold? Tough one to mark. Babbage. Got it off the deck well. Cross to Arundel to Edwards. Cunningham just stopped in prop. That could be a free kick to Maitland there for marking interference against Duncan. And Hayden will take the free. Good spot there by the ump, and that's a club umpire that spotted it, so that's a really good spot up. Matheson with the mark. Kick, not too bad. That was to Jurgens. Play on said the ump. Newstead got the hand pass out. That was clean. To Inglis Ryan, who drove it inside 50 and cleaning up very easily there, Doherty. So Doherty, wide. Kick was clean. Over the top was good. This is New on the wing. He's not going to score a goal from there. To the 50. Matheson, second bite. Tried to hand pass it quickly and did. That was to Angus Dowling. Inglis. Long. This is better from Maitland. They're trying to be a bit more direct. Free kick here to the Saints. They've got Jurgens long, but they go short. Not a bad kick. Play on set the ump. Good defending in the end there from City. They're determined not to let a goal in. Ryan Inglis. Here's a chance. This is Aspinall. Short ball. Oh, I think it's falconised Jurgens. They go off the ground in from the wiki. Oh, that's so unlucky for Maitland. I thought it was going to be a mark and kick and goal, but it's literally come off his head and falconed him, and he's still on the ground, Jurgens. Michael Jurgens. Let's hope he's okay. That would have cracked him right on the scone. Newcastle don't care. They move it laterally through
Still
the
down
hands there. He is still down. Basham got the hand pass out. Would have hit him really solid too. It was a 15-metre pass, drilled low. Hand pass there from Perry was almost perfect. Trying to take it off the ground. That's got to be a throw. Umpire says throw. Play on says the ump now to the advantage of Maitland. Hand pass to Cunningham. He's got 2 to use. Used it well. Got the hand pass back. That was from Anderson. Jurgens, well, he stayed down for a while. Now he's got the sit. Brought it to ground. Hand pass over the top was good to Goldfinch. Needs to steady. Tapped it to the effectiveness there of Jurgens. Handball over the top. Needs to soccer it. It just ran out of room. Nowicki handballed it to the advantage and put it in the goal square, but it bounced end on in and over the line. So 2 behinds for Maitland. That should have been a goal. They'll be kicking themselves, really. It's always good to get a goal on the board when you're being beaten by this sort of margin. You want to put some respectability on the name, and they're trying really hard, Maitland, this afternoon, Shane. It's the numbers and the fitness, really.
Yeah, it's tough when you've got a side that, could on their day be playing in cup. Probably half of these players for City, well, at least a third, could probably get a cup game at some stage, couldn't they? I
agree, 100% agree. And is Jurgens to the bench. He doesn't look in a good way, really. Trainer's sort of semi-laughing at him at the moment. He said, you got one in the head, mate. He doesn't look in a good way. I think it's affected him.
Yeah, head knocks are something you can't really mess around with.
No, I just hope he's all right, to be honest. Ryan Inglis. He'll strike this just slightly into the breeze from right on the arc. Top of the square it goes. Pack mark required. Nowicki stayed down, couldn't get it. Easton tapped it to his own advantage. Ryan English went through. Doherty picked it up. Tackled by Ryan English. This could be holding it. And the umpire says, I'll have it. As he crosses himself lovingly. 9 1/4 minutes remain in this third term. It's been a better one from
Well, here we go.
Maitland.
Here's a chance.
Free
Lucky
kick.
guy.
Lucky guy. He's someone that can do it. It's definitely someone that's got the ability. Good solid cup player for Maitland. Great to see him doubling up. It takes a lot to put your hand up and play 2 games.
Does well in the canteen out of Maitland too. I'll be out to see him in a few weeks and get a chicken burger.
Chicken burger. That might get me back in the canteen, Shane. After the Weldon Oval pork sausage of death. Guy, long, strong, right side. 3 behinds.
Sound like there's a Netflix special in that. The pork sausage of death.
Put me out for 4 weeks. Mark taken there, Matheson. Good centre to Guy. Guy across the field to Cunningham. They've lost about 45 metres, I reckon, from where Matheson marked it. But they've retained the ball, which is important. Anderson's going to fly from the back. Good fist. Down on the ground at Aspinall. Tried to make something happen. Pressure on Hoffman. That should be a ball up. Umpire. He's done something. Free kick Maitland to Adrian Hoffman. I think there was a few afters, and he signalled with the elbow. Well, if you're signalling with the elbow, surely there's a yellow card that goes with it, because it's not allowed in our game. Well, umpire said free kick's enough. Hoffman sprays it to the right-hand side. So it was 95 to 1, 89 to 1 at half time. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4 goals this quarter. So they've definitely improved on that front, Maitland. 4 goals to 3 behinds. Been much better from them this quarter. Gee, I tell you what, haven't they got some good warm-up shirts, the Newcastle City
ones look
side?
real good, don't they, in that light blue, dark blue combo?
Like that.
Yeah.
They got the names on the back there, have they? Yeah, got Dare on the back there. And Sheriff on the back. Jack Woody's got Sheriff on the back. We like that. Easton got the mark on the opposition on D50. Might use Fox Footy's terms. Why not? Bacchus. Hand pass Easton. No, it wasn't Easton. It was Miller. Miller went long and Crawford sits in the perfect spot. Go for 5, Mitch.
So I've got to get my finger on the button, do I, Ash? This is for 5?
This is for 5. This will be for the first bag of the afternoon. It's an unofficial bag in plate.
No, he still gets the fireworks.
Gets the fireworks. It might be more like a satchel. So this is Mitchell Crawford, one of the best ever. Have a look at that. Tailed him beautifully. That's a bag. That's a handful for Mitch. 5 goals. And it brings him one closer to leading the Black Diamond Plate goal kicking award. He's got 33 goals in the Black Diamond Plate this season. He trails Ruben Miller by 2 and Max New by 1. So it's 35, 34, 33 in the race. Scoreline 120-4. Under 6 minutes to go in the third term. Max Quinlan has, we got the halftime goss from him. He won't be playing today. He's carrying a little bit of, he's not carrying anything other than a little jerry can there. I just think it's, for him, it's more or less just game management. And I think that's good going into the end of the season. Liam Lupton's about 1 or 2 weeks away from what I was told too.
Oh,
He's into full running. He'll enjoy being back, and so will we, to be fair. Bless you, indeed. That was a big sneeze. If you heard that one, that would have been on the effects mic. You would have heard that from the Central Coast. So down it goes. Umpire's got another stoppage here. So 8 individual goal scorers. Mitch Crawford with 5, Mark Morrow 4, Ruben Miller and Max New 3 each. That kick into the pocket for Crawford. Crawford dumped as he went to market by Dowling. No free kick. Not sure if Mitch is overly impressed by that, but he generally doesn't argue. Very fair player, and he's just gets on with it. It's one of the features of him that is universally liked. He just gets on with the game. Bacchus check side. This will be something out of the top draw.
Oh.
What a finish.
Yes.
Jules Bacchus. First goal of his afternoon. 9th individual goal scorer. That might be the best of all of them. Have a look at this replay. Just check-sided it. Casual as you like, Shane.
Yeah, so tap out the back of the ruck. Really well read by the ruckman to find the open player in there. That check-side finish. Outstanding.
Right out of the goal-kicking excellence book. If you could find the definition of a top draw goal, that'd be it right there. It's the 5th goal of the quarter. Sorry, the 6th of the quarter. 20 goals, 6. Great kicking. The accuracy's been really on point today. 20 goals, 6. Good tackle. The pressure valve is not released as Edward Arundel takes the free kick. Hand passes to Basham. Nice little bump there from Gaston. Basham's not happy. Might have wanted to go. The Basham, actually. He comes off the ground. Bumping and shoving there was Inglis, holding the football as he tried to evade the tackle. Just couldn't get it done. One umpire said holding the man. Oh, come on. One umpire has said holding the ball. The other one said holding the man. The one that said holding the man goes, you know what? I want to be in the spotlight more, so it's my free kick.
I actually thought it was holding the man myself.
Oh, goodness. Here goes City. Meeson. Over the top. Crawford couldn't go to there. He tried to take on the opponent, Inglis, and got done holding the football, which I thought wasn't the worst decision in the world. And then the other one just came straight over the top and said, nah, it's my free kick. I'm the senior. Not how we do business. Not when I was doing it anyway. Over the back it goes. Matheson, Meeson. Hand pass Moncrief. Duncan. Good pressure. That was from Aspinall. He's been solid for Maitland. numbers tell. Moncrief drives it long inside 50 and a mark taken on the chest of Morrow. Morrow looking for goal number 5. He goes over the top. Umpire says he can't do it. Sam Price gutted. He would have got one of the easiest goals he'd kick in a while. So Mark Morrow going for 5. So many buttons on this little replay editor here, Shane. Which one's the one for the fireworks?
The fireworks are over on this one.
Fireworks are on yours. So chance for fireworks on the double. That one just wobbles and dribbles its way over the scoring line. Mark Morrow scored 4 goals in quarter number 2. Excellent quarter from him.
Yeah.
Individual brilliance.
He'll be going that way in the last 2. He kicked him to the right of screen. He'll have the option next quarter to maybe repeat the dose.
Could be the Mark Morrow end, the right hand side. Maitland, move it.
I don't know what you got to do to get an end after you, but it's
Excellent.
Probably a little bit more than
4 goals. Excellent kick to Hoffman. Hoffman puts it into space.
Up.
This could go on its own. Oh, defending again. Lucky guy just needs to stand, and he went to ground. Nowicki lurking, snapping, missing. Newcastle clear. Going to run it away for the umpteenth time this afternoon in the plate. As Newcastle look to inflict some more damage here on Maitland. Good Mark Price in the background. Price over the top, New on his own, and he's got Crawford if he just wants to kick it over, but he knows he's in a race for a Blake goal kicking. He might say, no, Crawford, no, it's mine. It's my goal. 15 seconds to go in the third term. This is to level the Black Diamond Plate goal kicking trophy. Max New for goal number 4, Ruben Miller with 3. This is to bring Max New to 35 goals as the siren goes for 3/4 time. This will level the goal kicking tally in the Black Diamond Plate. Looks good off the boots. And we've got 2 players at the top of the Black Diamond Plate goal kicking award. Max New has 4. We actually have 2 goal kickers with 4. Max Morrow and Max New. Mark Morrow and Max New. 5 to Mitch Crawford, 3 to Ruben Miller. 3/4 time siren has just blown. Excellent goal kicking from Newcastle City. 21-8, 134. Maitland with 4 behinds. Shane and I will go to the final break of the plate competition, and we'll come back to see if we can find more fireworks in the final term. Welcome back to number one Sports Ground. The Black Diamond Men's Plate being hotly contested here between City and Maitland. City, well, Maitland are working hard, but City are just dominating 134-4. Got a lot of players who are doubling up here. Maitland, it's a bit tough on them, but they're just continuing to work. Progress scores. Black Diamond Women's Cup, Cardiff 23 and Kalani Vale 42. There's about 12 minutes to go in that one. Mia Wilson has 2 goals that we know of. 6-6 to 3-5. It's a solid win from them. Men's Cup scores at the moment. Nelson Bay 21, Terrigal Avoca 8.
Well,
that's a progress score.
There you go.
Could be a big upset to spoil Chris Bishop and Jack Grimm and Lee's party.
Yeah. Well,
300 and 200 games.
Yeah.
It's a big party spoiled if Nelson Bay get up there in front by 13 early in the piece.
And we can see on the screen there now a couple of 3 o'clock games, Newcastle and Maitland, and then Cardiff and Kalani Vale. And we'll bring you some entrance Battle Bay Wyong scores if we get those throughout the course of the day as well.
So, yeah, so there's a couple of score lines. This one here, well, it's 134-4 to Newcastle. 5 goals to Mitch Crawford. 4 to Max New, 4 to Mark Morrow. And they're in a big race for the Black Diamond Plate goal kick in 35 and 35 to New and Ruben Miller. And Mitch Crawford's on 33, just a couple behind. 22 minutes remaining in this final term. And if they start right now, Shane, we'll have a 4-minute turnaround for the big for the match at 3.
Tell you what, just looking at the footage coming out of Hilton Moore right now, and she's a fairly gloomy day down at Hilton Moore. I think we got the best of the grounds for this one. Nice sunny day here.
Yeah, I'll take this. I'll take bright and sunny, no cloud in the sky at number one Sports Ground every day of the week over Hilton Moore. No disrespect to Terrigal. Final term we play. Hand pass out Gaston to Walters. Turnover Newcastle. Try to move the footy through the advantage of Edwards.
Almost another one, Ash. You've done well. You've done real well.
Stopping and propping at the right time. Here's Easton running in and bouncing off Cunningham. Just strolling at the moment here, Newcastle. Nice good kick to the advantage of Ruben Miller. Miller, centre. Pretty sure that's Basham. Basham. Raffle it. Max New. Actually, Brody Perry. Could have raffled that. I think this will be where City just put the foot down in the last quarter. I mean, 134-4 is enough.
The foot's already down, I think.
I think the foot's down. It's about how far they want to push it and how far they want to take it. It's hard. And you speak to sides as Perry strokes it through the middle. Good kick. Good finish. Goal umpire agrees. So Perry becomes the 10th goal scorer this afternoon. Could almost be we're almost at a point here where Newcastle City could bring out that game. Can't remember the opponent, but it's always celebrated year on year, the year that one of the players in the City team didn't kick a goal. I'm just trying to remember what it is. If anyone's watching from Newcastle City and can remind me of what that is. I know it's celebrated I think it's Ian Baker. I think Ian Baker was the only one that didn't kick a goal. So it went over the top.
Gee, that's a fair sharing it around, isn't it, for the day?
Yeah, 17, 19, 21 goal scorers and 1 didn't. Here's Crawford. Bounced off him. Snap round the corner by Duncan. Bounced to the wrong side. Umpires at the bottom of the entrance to the dressing room. It's always, I can tell you from an old umpire's point of view, it's always great running here because you know the surface is in great nick all the time. Hand pass out, Crawford. Good discipline. And that was on his opposite peg. Could be 50, but I don't think so. Be harsh at this stage of the game and in these score lines to give that. Max New.
This for 5?
This is for 5.
Okay.
This is for the lead in the Black Diamond Plate goal kicking. I don't know if Ruben Miller would be overly impressed. He probably wouldn't care, to be fair. We're making it bigger than what it is, I'd say. It's the job. So Max New to get in front of the Black Diamond Plate goal kicking tally for season 26. Straight. Gets there. That's 5 for Max New. He'll get the well-deserved
Give
fireworks.
him some fireworks, yep.
Great fireworks display. Better than anything you'll see on New Year's Eve. Got our Maitland fella in at the dressing room with the umpires giving him a team sheet. Gonna need one up here, mate. That'll be awesome. 147-4, the scoreline. Jules Bacchus on the bench, just enjoying what he's seeing. Tell you what, he's got a highlight reel on YouTube today. That was a great goal he kicked in that last term. Bouncing ball bounced off Price to Duncan. Duncan distributes. Anderson, that could have been high play on the arm. Good work there from Morrow to spoil from the back. Spilled out to Mason, hand pass to Miller. Miller being chased by Anderson. Chips one inside 50. That is a very precise kick. Max New to extend the lead in the plate goal kicking. From the assist from the player he just took the lead from. Miller goes to the bench. Same with Easton. Such a luxury, isn't it, to rotate and do this with your team like this. Kavanagh coming onto the field. Morrow comes off. He's got 4. This is New for 6. Misses to the right. Looked like it was missing from the moment he kicked it. Wasn't a bad effort. 23 goals, 10. Shane tells you they've had a good day out.
Yeah, it's been fairly accurate.
Ball down the middle. Matheson almost read it best. Couldn't quite get 2 hands on it. Duncan shuffles a hand pass underneath. Looking for Price. Teammate streaming through at the rate of knots. Goes for goal. Excellent finish from Brodie Perry. That's 2 for him. That was delightful. City just continue on their merry way. 154 points to 4.
Yeah, very merry way, isn't it? Gee
Very
whiz.
merry. Umpire brings it back to the middle. 10 individual goal scorers. Matheson colliding with Arundel. Arundel takes it out of the middle. Looking for another here, City. Hands are up, couldn't get it. Trying to work through his Moncrief. Actually, it was New. Pressure was good from Jared Inglis. Tapped it to his own advantage. Basham, finish. Solid. Straight through the middle. Aaron Basham gets on the board now. 11 individual goal scorers for City. 160-4. 25 goals, 10. Give you a summary of the goal scorers towards the end of the match. But I can tell you 2 players have 5. That's Mitchell Crawford and Max New. And Mark Morrow has got 4. Morrow currently sitting on the bench. He'd love to get his 5th. Bacchus hacks it. Bounce. Oh, that was very awkward there for Inglis. New held without it. Free kick. It's waltzing inside 50 here, Duncan. If they can get it to him, that could be 50, I reckon.
No, didn't give it straight back,
no.
but yeah.
It was back enough.
Close enough.
Close enough's good enough, but we'll spot the one from 80 metres away. Excellent kick. I think this is Jules Bacchus. He's way too close to the player and the mark. Player with the footy there. And Basham will mark and kick for his 2nd.
No, he won't. He's going to hand it.
No, he's going to hand it off. Crawford. Oh, here we go. Won't miss from there, Mitch. That's 6 for Mitchell Crawford. He's working his way into the goal kicking race. He's got 34. It's 2 behind Max New. And let's see if we can quickly reach into the scores from other games. 14 minutes to go in the second term. Terrigal Avoca 2-5, 17. Nelson Bay 3 goals, 10, 28.
3-10.
3-10 could be a bigger lead.
Well, they did that last week too. Obviously, it didn't matter as much against the entrance Bateau Bay, but we saw them against City, they did the same thing in that first quarter against City when we were out at Dick Burwell earlier in the year.
Gee,
Ended up costing him a bit, didn't it, that inaccuracy?
Wouldn't want it to cost them today. This is a prime opportunity to grab a scalp, a big scalp, on a massive day for Terrigal Avoca. So Ruben Miller has 35 goals. Max New with the 5 has 36. And Mitch Crawford with the 6 has 34. That's your goal kick and race in the plate. Maitland have the free kick. They're going to chip it across to Cunningham. Cunningham's got Walters wide if he wants him, but he's more or less jogging to position, not running to it. Some tired legs out here for the Saints. They've toiled hard, just being outnumbered and outclassed to Moncrief, who claims the easiest of marks, to Duncan, who's getting himself in the match. Perry, Brody on the 50, the D50. Doherty. Across to Price. Price over the top. Pretty sure this is Bavage. To Basham. Centre forward, inside, Bacchus. Well worked, City. That's as good as any team you'll see in Black Diamond Plate, that's for sure. That's why they're on top.
Yep.
Might be as good as some of the cup teams too, in all fairness to them. This is the talent pool they've got to draw from. Jules Bacchus kicked a stunner in the third. Can he kick a set shot in quarter number 4?
It's the post.
Maybe he should go check side next time. All right. 26 goals, 11, 167. He's been really good today, Jules Bacchus. Easton comes on, and off goes Vanessa. Maitland, wobbly, spiralling punt kick. Called out of it there was Bacchus. Well called in the end. Great kick to the top of the arc. That should be a free kick for marking interference. Play on, says the ump. Basham will call a free kick here, the ump, off the ball.
So is this the F50 if the other one's the D50? Or?
Oh, I've never heard it called
Yeah,
F50.
right.
I've only ever called it, I've only ever seen and heard D50, and I've heard coaches use it too.
Yeah, right.
Must be some newfangled term that
I've been called a D-head before.
Yeah, I've copped that many times out in the middle of this ground too. Probably on camera as well. Hand pass back inside. Here's a Rundle. A Rundle looking to be the 12th goal scorer. Not with those. Out on the full it goes. 11 and a half minutes remain in the final term. 163 points is the margin. It's a lot better than 242, Shane, that's
True.
for sure. So improvement has been made. A tightening of the scoreline. Oh, it's a throw-in. It must have been touched off the boot. There you go. Matheson tried to grab it out of the air. Worked out to Walters. Goes across the ground. It's always dangerous in defence. How can they play it? Meeson. Hand pass. Back and across. Basham. Left foot strike missed. Left-hand side.
Oh, they're getting a bit sloppy now, City.
Couple of behinds in a row. 168 to 4. Adrian Hoffman's come off the ground. He's got coaching duties downstairs with the cup side. Good mark taken there, Lowry. Lowry might be in the cup side. I'm not sure. We might not have enough time to actually put a cup side on my team list. Might have to start the broadcast a bit late with you on it, Shane, I reckon. And that one's just bounced off the chest there of Ryan Inglis, who continues to play. They work through it. They've got it now. I think that was Newstead that got it out. Walters all on his Pat Malone in the middle here of number 1 Sports Ground. I reckon that's about as much space as he's had all afternoon. Shifting it to Hayden, who runs on. Hayden, nicely done. Took on Basham and crashed him with ease as he goes inside 50, and the mark's taken there by City and cut off. Love to see him get a goal. Bavage, intercept, takes the second kick. Look at this here in the centre of number 1 Sports Ground. It's just queue up City here for Newcastle. Popped over the top. This is Moncrief. Actually, it's Miller. Is it going to stay in? Oh, centimetre perfect, as one of the legendary callers would say. And that one ends up in the hands of Doherty to try and kick. Doherty to try and be the 12th goal scorer for Newcastle City. And to kick his first goal of the afternoon. Doherty's played 11 matches for 5 lifetime goals. kicked 5 goals in the Shield this season. This will be his first goal in Black Diamond Plate. And that one just a little bit left to be desired there for Doherty. Unlucky for him. Might get another chance here as Hassel picks up the footy and goes round the corner to Ruben Miller. Takes the mark. Miller, unselfish. Basham even more so. Looks like Perry. Who's he going to spot up? Looks like he wants to spot someone up. Nice smother there from Carroll. Basham, left foot. Is that off the post? Post is getting a lot of love in this game.
It is.
26-13, 1-6-9 to 4 behinds. 8 minutes to go in the final. Guy at the back, well read. Move it quicker. There's someone on their own inside 50. Oh, they just can't get it to him quick enough. Fluff their lines and then they've turned it over. Oh, it's a player inside 50 that's absolutely lambasting his teammate there. Pretty sure it's Zach Goldfinch. Anyhow, Ruben Miller to go level pegging on the Black Diamond Plate scoreboard. He centres it, and that is so good. Morrow goes down on the turf, and I think he's running to Max New, who's going for goal number 6 to extend the lead in the plate goal kicking to 2. One of the NCCUA's finest, Buff Hoffman, gets into the number 1 sports ground. Wife Deb in tow. Nice chip over. Max New's got 6. No fireworks there. He had these fireworks already. Good display from Max New. He's had a day out. And so have many of these people in the plate team today. They've had pretty much their own way since the first siren, Shane. And yeah, Maitland, they've come, they've had a go. They've put players on the park.
Yep.
And that's all you can expect at this stage. They're a club that's just working their way through things with player numbers and unavailabilities. And you know what? It's just great to see them get 2 sides on the park today. They could have easily said, no, we won't play this plate game.
100%. No, it's got a lot of fortitude for the club.
Yeah, big plus for them, to be perfectly honest.
Bigger Hunter clubs forfeited back a few weeks ago. They didn't want to come into number 1 and play this city team.
Yep.
But Maitland, they did.
Absolutely. It's a game of footy at the end of the day. Around the corner goes Miller. Oh, almost a juggler there from Mitch Crawford. Bowling. Makes it out of the air. Bounces over the head of Edwards. Bacchus working hard. Oscar Edwards. Hand past Meeson. Gliding past Hassel. Good pressure Hassel. And then his teammate came in. Kai Lowry finished the job. It was started there by Hassel, who put just enough pressure on to stop him. And let's see if Maitland can kick a goal here. Nowicki. Back to Walters. Hand pass to Bowling. Across to Nowicki. And trapped in the tackle. The umpire says, I'll have it. Five and a half to go. Maitland just try to get a goal on this scoreboard. It'd be well deserved. They've worked so hard today. They've toiled and tried to play their role. Difficult when you've got players that have to double up. Here's Doherty. He had his chance before and the coaches said, you just go back to the back line, son.
he had a shot at goal like a back, didn't he?
Hand pass Guy to Walters. Walters still has a bit of toe. That's good to see. Moncrief camped underneath. Pressure from Anderson was good. And well done. That's the way to do it. Maitland have kept it inside their forward 50. Four and a half minutes to go. No scene stealer in this game. Not for plate. But if you had a best on ground, I reckon Jules Bacchus would be pretty close to it. He's been really good today. Enjoyed watching Miller play. Duncan. So they've really just shared it around, which has been a great thing for the team. New for 7. And that one's going to go left. Oh, almost drifted. Almost drifted. Gaston. I thought Gaston was going to leave it. Then it drifted and he made some play for it. Bacchus comes off and Duncan will come back on.
Yeah, and we had Mitch Crawford light up the first quarter just to prove that he still had what it takes.
Yeah, I think he's just happy to watch others do it now, isn't he?
Indeed.
Could have kicked a lot more today, I reckon. That's a thumper. Fist at the back was good from Jared English. Miller on the 50. Bavage tried to get the hands up. This is new for 7. Good smother. And strolling in is Basham. Basham doubles up. And that is goal number 28, 182-4.
It's not your day when you do a fantastic smother like that, only for it to bounce into the hands of a City player. Yes, it's just unfortunate.
It's the luck of the draw, isn't it? It's footy, and when it's not your day, it's not your day.
Yeah, straight into his hands. Look at that. Bang. Just popped up there.
Well, they won last week, Maitland. It gave them something to cheer about. They've won 4 times this year. They've had a couple of big losses. 242-1 was obviously a notable. Let's go through the cup scores now. Nelson Bay 35, Terrigal Avoca 30. And that's 2.5 minutes to go until halftime there. Harrison Pitt has 4 goals for Terrigal. 74 goals this season, Shane. And incredible.
He's on track for the ton, isn't he?
Incredible. I think we need to doctor where we do the coverage to get him to ton up on camera. That was a good battle there between Vanessa and Aspinall.
I'm just wondering who's going to look after the camera if I storm the field to, when the 100 goes out, we run on the field. And
get an interview with him. Get the hot mic on there.
Yeah, maybe we run on the field with a little mobile
kit.
Again,
that'll be cool. Easton, nice bump. How's that holding the ball when he's bumped off an opponent? Anyhow. Say less, Ash. I like doing this job, so I'll say nothing. Walters. Carroll. Off the top of him. Scholes got the hand pass. Keep it in. He did. That was well done from Gaston. Showed and went one and bump and shoved the other. That was great play, Jed Gaston. Check-sided it inboard. City with the numbers. Nicely done, Price. Hand pass back. Good shepherding from Price. Releases his teammate. Miller going the other way. Takes a handy mark over the top. He's got a teammate inboard and he finds him. Bavage shoots it wide, looking for Vanessa. He hasn't kicked a goal today, but he's going to try and give one off. Players just lining up. News another one. He's got 6 already. Let's see if he can snap it around the corner for 7. Oh, Crawford trying to reel it in. Oh, the back heel. Oh, no.
Gee, where's the sense of adventure, Andy Baldwin?
That was Anthony Everson.
Evo wasn't down there either,
who
right?
said
Apologies.
no. Oh, give us the replay. Where's the arc? Goodness. He was right there, Anthony Everson. That was such an intuitive attempt to back heel. Play on set the ump now as we move it in through Lowry with 40 seconds remaining. Can Maitland get the goal with just half a minute to go? Goldfinch drops the mark, needs to recover. Hand pass out to Nowicki. Round the corner, here's Anderson. Can he gather? No, City just miserly, completely miserly. Ed Holmes. I think I've called him once today and that was it. And he's just said no. 6 goals to Max New, 6 to Mitch Crawford, 4 to Mark Morrow, 3 to Ruben Miller. As we wait to see if this one releases. That one's going to be balled up and round the corner it goes. As he kicked it on the siren.
I think the whistle was beforehand.
No, I think it was a ball up anyway.
Yep.
So we'll recap. Mitch Crawford 6, Max New 6, Mark Morrow 4, Ruben Miller 3, Basham Perry 2. Singles to Kavanagh, Duncan, Bacchus, Price and Easton. Final score 28 goals, 15, 183. Maitland 4. Shane and I need a quick turnaround. We've got the cup. Get onto that stream. It's due for a 3 o'clock start. We'll see you then.
This has been a Scene Production co-broadcast for the AFL Hunter Central Coast.